Good morning, hello, happy Friday, everyone. Um, I am so happy it's Friday. I am looking forward to this weekend and to relaxing tomorrow. Maybe even sleep in a little bit. But right now, we're going to be continuing on with the deck of cards simulator that we have. So currently, we can create a game or join a room, and that takes us into this view. Now, what I'm thinking of doing is taking the far right here, maybe like 1/3, maybe a quarter, maybe even less, to use as like a chat space. And I think that's the entire plan for that. And let's see. Here's my codes. That's the back end. Here's our front end. Nerf Rust, hello. Oh, I don't have a drop anymore. That's been down for a little while. Someday though, we could recreate a new drop game. That could be fun. Especially if we use like some of the more physics libraries things. But anyways, how are you doing today? Okay, let's see. So 6:52 a.m. Yes, it is. It is 6:52 a.m. here. I'm actually a little bit early. Usually I start around 7. But today I was just, things are flying. And the thing is, like, I didn't really wake up early. I usually wake up at 6, and then I give myself an hour to get ready and get here. And today did a little bit faster. Pretty much been the story of the week, though. Okay, so if I want to take a look, if we're in the room view, here we have just like we're in the room. Polar opposite to you. Oh, is it the end of the day now? Is it like 6 p.m.? Oh, you get the most productive around 10 p.m. Oh, yeah, I get so tired around that time. So I actually am trying to be in bed by 10 to wake up early because like I'm just not productive at night. But like morning time before I head to work is my protected time. That's the most important time of the day for me. Head to bed before 2 and wake up by 8:30. Yep, that is indeed about the opposite of what I do. Okay, so if we're in this room and okay, so we have this template for like we're in this room, so we want to probably take this away. We already know that it's working, so we're actually gonna have this is a section. Now we're gonna have 2 sections in here, right? 2 sections in the sections. We have this is gonna be like the main section. And then we also have a section for this is gonna be chat section. So let's just name chat that. Now if I do that, so we see chat over here. What I want to do is take this. I'm gonna do a class main and a class equals chat. And we can do some styling. Let's scope this. Yeah, I was thinking like, are you gonna be able to do it? Oh, don't do language either. There we go. Okay, so for main, actually, you know what? For this top section, so we can do class equals. I guess this is gonna be just room. We're gonna have display be. Oh, what is it called now? It's been so long since I've done this. Flexbox. Is display flexible or flexible? I think it's display flex. So if I just do that, nothing's really different in here. Okay, we have man in chat. What I want to do is double check these things here. Oh, look at this. It didn't get that class. Yeah, this hasn't taken effect. There it is, main and chat. And so now if we drill down into here, we should see, here it is, section class with room. And so then what I want to do is set the width for our chat to be like 1/4. So for chat, we're gonna have a width of maybe like 25 view width. Then main gonna have a width of, let's say, 75 view width. See how that looks. And now chat's way over here. So perfect. When clients say they want a room with a view, this is not what they mean. That's true, because they want their room made with Angular. They want lots of angles in their room. No. You want a room in view, yes. That's a good pun though. Well, they definitely react to the app when it's delivered to them. That's absolutely true, because it's never what they expect. Because they're going to give instructions like, I want an app with a bunch of angles in it. No, I want a room with a bunch of angles in it. Then you hand them a room with a bunch of angles, and they were like, what is this? I wanted a view of the beach. Okay, so if we have this chat now, I want also to have a, I'm trying to think like, who cares about like the styling of this thing? I think this like parent does. So in chat, we're gonna have a border. So we're gonna have a border left. Let's do like 5 pixels solid white. That's lovely. You can't resist a good bad pun when you see one. Oh, that is, I do like me some bad puns. Good ones too. Good ones are awesome too. Okay, so let's also give ourselves a height of 100 view height. And that now gives us this line that goes all the way down to the bottom. Now we do notice that there's a little bit of a border up above, don't we? I actually think, oh, you know how we can like make this look better then? Is in room, for like the section class room, let's give ourselves a border around here. So we'll just do a full border. So 1 pixel, let's do like a 3 pixels solid light gray. Yeah, okay, that makes it look a little bit better here. 3 pixels is really large. Wait, I am zoomed in by 300%. So if I zoom out, this is what that's gonna look like. I need to remember not to be zoomed in all the time for when I'm like developing stuff like this, because yeah. Which means that those those titles are really tiny, but we're not worrying about the labels right this second. But okay, this is a good like sort of chopping up what we see here. So let's now create in the chat. So we're gonna want a chat component, and that's gonna be loaded up here. So in components, we're gonna create a new one and call this chat.view. So call this section. I guess then like, I guess we could have like an H1 for this section and it will be chat. So in room here, we're gonna pull that in. And then here, where we have this section class chat, I don't see a reason why not just replace this entire thing with chat. Then we're gonna have a class equals chat. So everything remains the same here. I could obviously change our title to be like, well, actually, you know what? We'll just change our styles to like be the size that we think that they should be. Well, first of all, we want this chat to be sort of like in the center, right? Let's actually move this over there. You can stay over here. So if I want my label to be in the top, in the middle, style. Dota, hello, you have coffee. Well, that is nice. I have my tea. I bet your caffeine hits you before me though. What am I doing? We're doing just normal. See, no. Huh. SSS? Scope view? Oh, yeah, what's SSS? I don't think I've heard there. 2 p.m. there, you're done with coffee intake for the day. I am with you. If I do drink caffeine way too late, I am not sleeping very well. Okay, so for this, we want, let's say if we take our height, H1, you're gonna have a like, font size of like 2.5 rem. And let's now put you in the center. Text align center. Okay. This sort of border here is a little bit thick. Let's bring this down to like the same 3 pixels that we have previously. Okay, that looks good. And let's make this, instead of this white, we'll make this the light gray. Let's also at the bottom of here, I want to, I might want like another border right under this. Let's do that. So we have like our H1. So we probably have like a section title. Let's do that. We have custom text field, components. We have like a section title. You solved a medium LeetCoder? Oh, congratulations. Everyone is west of each other. That's true. That's true. Even the people to the west of somebody are to the west of that person. It's it is recursive? No, just a circle. It's infinite loop. Maybe you're a flat earther. Well, so I guess like in a flat earth, isn't there still a bottom side of the flat earth? So you can still traverse around the earth. Okay, so for section title, I want to actually just create this type of thing here so we can recreate you here. So for section title, we're gonna have a template. And this is just gonna be like an H2. And we're gonna have to put in like the label. And a script. Actually, it's not gonna, I can do label. Okay, we can do label. So script, JavaScript. We're gonna have props. Label is a string. That's it. So it's as nice and simple as that. So back down to chat here. I want to actually take this away. In fact, I don't know if we're going to need any styles as part of this one. I think what I'm going to do is just have a rule that like our styles are going to be in the more of atomic components. Dota. But logic works there too. Okay. The West conversation was less important than you leap coding. That, I mean, well, you know, come on. You can't invent your own logic. Back to that leak coding though. So like I've not done leak coding in a super long time. Yeah, what language do you use? So this is gonna be a section title from Y. Come on, let's do this. We're gonna do section title. Components. You're going to be the section title. And so we're going to replace this chat here with a section title. And then with a label equals chat. Okay, like that. That resets us back down to here. JavaScript, you solve it with maps. Oh, awesome. Yeah, the array methods are pretty good. I like those a lot. Hold on, my tea is cool enough now that I can take my morning performance enhancing supplements. No, it's just like a little supplement to like help with energy. Okay, so I have this. So section title. So now let's go with our styles. So here we're gonna do, okay, for H2, we want this to be, oh, the size. We're gonna set their size. So font size to be maybe like 2 rem. I was kind of expecting that to work. Because that's an H2 and that's an H2. There's that. This is the section title, and in chat, we have pulled in the section title, label equals chat. Yeah, okay, that's working. Do you not? Okay. Oh, is it this weird thing where I have to like Yeah. Is that weird thing again where it didn't take when I first did the CSS for it. And I have to like refresh it before it starts like actually taking this. Okay. Oh, Nightbot got you. Hold on, I can find what that was. That was this lead code. Let's take a look. Am I allowed to look? Oh, I am. Okay. This is bright, but I guess there's no dark mode. Given an integer array nums, return an array answer such that answer of I is equal to the product of all the elements of nums except nums of I. The product of any prefix or suffix of nums is guaranteed to fit in a 32-bit integer. You must write an algorithm that runs O of n time without using the division operation. Oh, that does seem cool. Did you do the follow-up too? Can you solve the problem in O of 1 space, extra space complexity? But yeah, like doing that with like a map. Yeah, you can just do it like one time through and you're done. Awesome. Like I've always I've never really been super good with those type of algorithms. Oh, you totally use division? Oh. Wait, how did they not catch you? Yeah, isn't LeetCode known for like really good at like catching this kind of stuff? Or maybe they don't actually catch it that much. Okay, so then this, and now if I want a centered, you didn't read the problem statement. Oh, yeah. That's actually the other thing is like I need to read them so carefully because like I screw that up so often too myself. It's actually one of the reasons why I seem to be more productive when I'm pairing or like on stream with you all, because I slow down to explain what I'm doing, which usually stops me from doing stilly stuff. Still do stilly stuff, but I don't do it quite as often. Okay, so let's do like, if we want center, this can be a Boolean. And so if we want like a styles, maybe we can have like methods. That will have like calculate styles. I think I might actually like a computed property for this. So computed, so we'll have styles. And in here, we're going to, okay, so let, I guess, let's call this classes. We'll do const classes equals an array. We're going to return the classes. And then, oh, lovely. We want to, if we're center, then we're going to add in like true for this. So if this dot center, this is not Rust. this dot center, then classes dot push. We'll call this like center. Then in here, we're gonna have class equals. We'll make this a bound, and this will be classes. So now all the classes come into here, and then in C style scopes here, we can now look at if we have a center, we have a text align center. And that doesn't happen right now, but in chat, we'll then a center like that, and bam, in the center now. Oh no! No, totally, I am perfect. I never make mistakes, and I never, ever, ever, ever have used chat for any help whatsoever in my programming. You can't prove it. So yeah. Also, wait a second. You didn't say currency. Can it just be 9,000 pixels? I'll create like a little thing that like drops pixels down. Okay, so here we have chat with that. So this is fine. We could like have a border around this. You charging? The Canadian dollar, how? It's not that much lower than US, right? Oh, hold on, Chantilly. Doges actually like seem to be worth like more than a billionth of a penny these days. So like that's actually real money if you do 9,000 of them. Arctic Space Fox, hello. It's like 20 to 25% lower. Is it always that, or is it like just temporarily that right now? I've never really paid attention to you, Canada. 25 cents per share for Doge. That's like, it's too high. Like it's no longer a joke currency if it's that high. It's lost the entire point of it. Oh, you have an American client for a bit now. If they pay you American dollars at the American rate, then that's good. That's awesome. I'll be client number 3 once we onboard you. Oh, well, thank you so much. I look forward to the specialized email and wait, I'd be client? I guess I would be. Yeah, so I look forward to like the entire onboarding kit. Okay, so we have our title here. Now, what if I want like down here to be like our send thing, right? Oh, I'm sure it's an all-day meeting, right? Like 8 hours. No breaks. Okay, so in chat here, we have this section title, and now I want a... So we're gonna want this, probably like a custom text field down below. So let's pull that in. Or custom text field from custom text field. And you gonna be, so then I want section. No, this is not to be a section. We're just actually gonna, I'll probably just do like a div for the chat, like the actual, whatever it's called, the like the input and the button. I mean, this wouldn't be a form. You can do a form. We don't have that. And then inside of here, we'll do our custom text field. think we want like, I don't remember what we need in there. Why did you pull this in twice? Okay. Here that is. Okay, our text field all the way up here, which is lovely. Oh, Dota, I love that. Now, if you would like, we can reverse this entire situation and you can become my client and consult with you, and I'll help you come up with better estimates based upon kind of reality. Maybe a little bit more reality, 10% more real. And let's see, 95% accuracy. In your estimates. In all seriousness, I've got my estimates on my team really, really, really highly accurate. But again, it's not helpful to anyone like you, Dota, because it's completely dependent upon being a team environment in like a company environment. And if like the projects are like vastly different, there's no way that like my method can help. So it sucks because like I've learned all this cool stuff and it doesn't help for anybody who's solo. Okay, so I want this all the way at the bottom now. You want to know my method? It's pretty complex, but I'm super happy to explain it someday. Maybe we'll do a maybe I'll do like a stream where I'm just like talking about process and like what I do with my team, because like that I'm really passionate about that right now. And it's a lot of fun. It's also a lot of work, so like the leader / manager has to actually do it. Or a YouTube video. Well, I mean, the stream becomes a YouTube video, right? So yes. Although I could just do the YouTube video without the stream part too. Custom text fields. Now I want, how do I put this at the bottom? With this section, so if I do like class equals like this is the main, so this is, I guess, chat style. If I do chat, we're gonna do display flex, and then it's something like space between, right? Also, I can't remember, Dota, were you part of that conversation? On my Discord, I created a productivity, and I've just sort of like been putting notes in as like I read through. No, it was Danny and Utsby were sort of chatting with me on there, and so we've every once in a while like throw in just some random things that I see. Also, welcome to Discord there. So display flex, there's the columns, display direction, something like flex direction, column, culture. Yeah, so like in my opinion, productivity and culture go hand in hand. You can't have productivity without good culture. And good culture leads, helps having good productivity. Although there more is needed than just the culture. Okay, so if I do that, and then there's space flex. It's something about justify content space between. Yeah, there it goes. Here we go. At the bottom, okay. So now at the bottom here, then oh, Zay4Way, aka Captain Savage. Good morning. Hello. Okay, so we have this. Now I can chat with you. I need a button next. Like, so we need a button here. We have a button, which is a custom button. So let's put you here. Oh, you're including your name, baking info, and location. Just don't forget. Wait, your social security number doesn't work because you're not American. Make sure like any PIN code information and the back of your credit card information. Those are really, really important. You have an SIN number. Yeah, like include all of that information. No, nothing to make it official. Just all the stuff that allows me to like just check your bank account for security purposes. I need to make sure that it's it's good. So let's do a custom button next. Port custom button from custom button. Let's see, something about Python. Did I miss something? Oh, is anyone familiar with Python? I am not super familiar with Python. It's been a very long time since I've coded with it. Like super, super long time. Okay. You're trying to learn it myself? I remember when I first learned it, I tried to learn Python the hard way, and like that didn't work for me for some reason. I ended up taking a class, learn Python for Python for programmers. Yeah, like learn Python for programmers or something like that. And it assumed like I can't remember what language it assumed, but it was not too bad. Okay, so you're just yelling at us because we don't have anything in here. So let's now do a custom button. We're gonna have a label equals. This is gonna be like maybe chat. Close that up. And there's this chat here. Turtle? I don't think I'm familiar with Turtle. Is it like a special language for like designing and like art stuff? Like I've heard of turtles. Oh, is it based on like processing or something like that? Okay, yeah. It's an art thing. Yeah, I've heard of that. Okay, so this is terrible design, but it will technically work for us. So what I want to do is like write something in here and have it appear up here. Maybe even have it appear here. I don't know where I want to appear it. Probably up here. So, we could like do styling to like make it appear in the center, but I'm not gonna worry about that too much. Right now, in this chat here, we want to have data to pull in what this is. So we'll have data. Okay. And this is going to be like the data raw. Oh, look at that. My text field. I need to, for you, also have a label. And this is going to be that message. There we go. So now that shows there. Somehow when you took a pre-engineering in high school, they somehow Python to 3D printing. Oh, linked Python to 3D printing. Like Python is super popular for like so many different ways. There's libraries for everything, so I can totally see them doing that. Just because there's probably a library for like 3D printing for Python that's really good. So like if you're gonna teach a language, Python's not a terrible one to teach. Especially if you're teaching something else and like you're not trying to teach a full language, you just want to teach something else, Python is probably the best to do that. Okay, so for our data, we want the chat message, like this is gonna be maybe, oh, because this isn't chat, we're gonna call this the draft. You're gonna be empty to begin with. And then we're gonna have to have some methods. We're gonna have handle input. And we're gonna have the chat, like the actual chat text come in. And we're just gonna say this dot draft is equal to the text. And then in this custom field, we're gonna have an at input equals handle input. And I think that's all I need to do. At this point, I should be able to open up our DevTools. Go to view. Let's find this component. Here's chat, here's our draft. If we start typing in here, hit refresh, there that is. So when this click happens, we're gonna submit. So we're gonna have a maybe like submit chat. It's not gonna take anything. Let's just start by console log. Actually, I don't need a console log because there's better ways to see this. What I want to do is when we submit this chat, I'm gonna want to let's emit out that we're sending the chat, and then all of the sort of like interaction with the API happens in that one space in the store. So we're gonna do this dot emit chatting, like I guess send chat message, and this is gonna be the message. So this dot draft is what we're sending out. So based on that, I can come over here to events. We can then type something in here, hit chat, and we see, okay, event info, that's a click. Okay, so click doesn't send that out. We'd actually need to call this. So custom button, click equals submit chat. Now we can see send chat message, and its payload is this lovely thing. Okay, so now we want to bubble this all the way up to the very top. And so we can see in our components, we're in chat, so we need to go up to room and then app. So heading in over to room. Here's room. So we're going to catch this message and we're just gonna bubble this up. So this bubbling up maybe feels like really weird how this works. And it was sort of like, to begin with, also felt weird for me, but I like this more than like almost like a React or even Angular system, because I have the message, because it actually sort of like makes really like a lot of sense from a message passing system. So we're just going to admit straight on through. The same thing, we're sending chat message, passing the message. Okay, so we're in room. Now we go to app. In app, here is, now this is in the router view. So in router view, we also have an at here equals, and this is going to be handle sending chat message. With the message inside. And now here's where we do our dispatch. So let's head over into the index. And we're going to be send chat message. So we'll have the store that we need in here. Actually, that's state. And then we're going to have the chat message. So in app, we'll be doing this dot store dot dispatch that and the message. Okay, so then in here, we're going to want to actually send this message out. So we need to figure out what our command is. So const message equals. I'm thinking that I might want to have some kind of like builder for creating these like data packets, like these messages that I'm sending down. I completely missed most of that joke and like a lot of the conversation. So I'm sorry, guys. Let's see. So we want command. Let's have this be chat. So you need to be like chat. And then let's take a look at our backend here. So in our backend, we have under messages, incoming message. We have the command and the room code in here. So we're gonna want to update this to have like a message or like data. Probably a message. Let's just do that. We'll change it later if it makes sense. And this is gonna be our chat message. And then we can do a state.websocket.send this message. And that's it. Oh, wait, we do have to JSON the stringify this. And there we go. One thing, it bubbles up and then sends out. Okay. So. What's up next? After we send this message, we need to go to the back end and capture that message. Because it's one thing to actually like see that going down. So here in the back end, incoming message, we're gonna have, what do we call this? It's just message. So we're gonna have a pub message, and you're gonna be a option string in here too. then in the main library where we're handling this message coming in, so we get the command. Oh, command. Ooh, okay, we also need command. So I believe chat was what the command was. Which means we need to handle this now. So fill the match arms. And okay, we have this chat. Let's now just debug the incoming message. Okay, so lots of things have happened. Here's our front end, here's our back end. What I want to do, I'm gonna restart a connection. We're gonna create a game. We're gonna send a chat message. So, hello, send, and there it is. Hello. So if I also send like, hello world, that also works there too. You owe a stupid amount of tax. Well, you're self-employed, right? So like self-employed, 100% of the tax, it's on you. It's not like you can have a company fill that out for you. Yeah. Okay, so question. In Canada, is it quarterly tax like America, where IRS technically collects the taxes on a quarterly basis, but most of us who have W-2 jobs don't need to worry about that because our company pays the quarterly taxes for us. But if we're contractors, we have to, okay, so they don't right now, but they're going to, okay. Now, right now, the fees for like missing that are low. So unless you're making a stupid amount of money, you can actually just skip that and you only owe like, I don't know, a small amount of money compared to potentially with the time it takes you to do it. So like, I know some people that just ignore it completely and just pay the fees, and they would rather do that. Oh, once they figure out what you're doing, well, they'll figure out really quickly. Okay, so we have this incoming message. We can now see what this incoming message is. We need to make sure we're sending the room code. There's no room code in here, so that's a problem. So we need the room code. So room code is state.room code. Okay, let's create the game. Hello. Send the chat, and now we have the room code in here. So perfect. Canadian tax agency is less aggressive than the IRS. Ooh, okay, that's nice. But do you have as many loopholes as we do? Okay, so we have all this stuff now. So in chat, at this point in time, what's chat? We just need to send message to address. We don't want to send it to address. We want to send message to everyone in the room, right? We want to broadcast to the room. So this is going to be in the main state. So here's like send message. Okay, so let's do like a pub function. Send. Oh, this is going to be broadcast to room. So we're going to have the code, which is this stir. We're going to have the message, which is, I guess, the outgoing message. Might as well be a reference. And then we also need, okay, the room and this message. That's all we need. So now I'm probably going to return a result, but I don't care about what's in it. So let's first return okay. So we need to grab out of the room all of this entire vector of addresses. So like let senders equals self dot rooms. We're gonna get mute, pass it in that code. Let's do an if let. If let senders, oh, we can do this. Okay, so if let senders equals, hold on. I'm gonna do let senders equals if let some senders is this thing. Okay, so we're gonna return senders. However, if there is an else, then I'm gonna bail, and our error is gonna be no room. Room not found. And we'll put in the code there. Okay, so that gives us all of our senders now. So now we want to loop through all these senders and then send out. So I think we can use a try for each on this. Let's try that. Let's see how well that works. So we're gonna do senders dot, okay, so we need to iter mute, then we can try for each. Then we have a sender here. We're gonna do a sender dot send, and then hand it the message. Oh, unbounded send. That's what it is. Unbounded send. What am I doing here? So we're getting we don't have, we need, oh. So like send message to address, unbounded. Oh, no, because I don't care about that. Like clients get, oh, maybe I do. So in the rooms, what are we putting in here? Oh, we're putting socket addresses in. So we take this socket address and then we get a sender for it. Okay, that's what we need to do. So we actually get an address. I didn't actually look at what I was getting from here. Probably would have been helpful. So we're gonna take this. We're gonna take this address and we now need to get, we need to get a sender from that. If the sender doesn't exist, what do I want to do? I'll worry about that later. So we're gonna do a sender. We could unwrap. I probably just want to remove it if I can't find it though. I'm not gonna worry about that right this second though. Okay, so let sender equals, we're gonna do a self dot clients dot get mute. So in this case, I don't need an iter mute here. I just need an iter. This can just be a get. But this client needs to be a get mute. And we're gonna pass in the address. And let's just unwrap for now until like eventually we crash because somebody disconnected or whatever. Okay, so that gives us a sender. Now we can do a sender dot unbounded send and pass it in this message. Oh, no. We need to do this entire thing. So like message, text, then JSON, then insert a JSON. ToString. And then this is our message. There we go. Okay, unbounded send, and then this is. I want to do that. Cool. You're unhappy. Try is not implemented for close. So unbounded send. Do you return? You do return a result. Hello? Oh, hi. So, I mentioned this on our Discord, but we got Zilby last year in September, and they told us that they believed he was 10 weeks old at the time that we got Zilby. Are you done? Want to go explore? Hi. Yes. Oh, you want to play? Wonder if there's a good way for me to like share playing. Maybe? I might build it. This might work. Come on. So anyways, we got him in September. And so they told us he was probably around 10 weeks old. So that would put his birthday around the second week of July. So that's coming up pretty shortly. So he'll be 1 year old in the second week of July. And for those of you who are here when we first got him and had him on screen, that was like the first week that we had him. So if you've been here that entire time, you've seen him grow up. And into the bigger cat that he was. Did you just like spear? Oh no, you're like. He sometimes likes to watch the toys more than he likes to play with them. Like cat TV. So he's behind the green screen now, just like staring at it, at this. So I guess he doesn't want to do that right now. So we need to figure out what to do to celebrate his birthday. I bought him. I'm gonna buy him his favorite food, like super expensive wet food, and I'll give him that. But then after that, I'm not exactly sure what we want to do. Also, we need to choose his birthday, like an arbitrary day in that week. A 1-year-old cat is like 15-year-old teenager. Is that true? I didn't really I haven't really paid attention. All right, a question mark operator can only be applied to values that implement standard ops try. Try is not implemented for, wait, is that This one? Oh, it is. Okay. So then try for each. Now it's you. Yeah. So he just came and tried to steal the ribbon and he missed it. And now he's meowing at me from behind me. All right, so what are you upset about? Expected struct string found an enum result. Because Serde 2, oh, Serde 2, okay, so I need to do that there. Don't I? No, wait a second. Hold on. You definitely return a result string, so why can't I do question mark here? Can I like do this? Because you return a result. Wrap return expression in okay. Huh. How many projects do I juggle at work at once right now? I wish that it's only one. I have, so there's projects that we can return to. Well, I guess like we have to define things. My team is more of like the support team. Like I've rebranded my team. We were the platform team. We only worked on like the web platform. We've made that a legacy project and we try not to go into that anymore. It doesn't always work. But now we're a web services team. And so we provide services for the other teams all throughout the company. So because of that, we have a ton of little microservices and APIs and other little things that the other teams need. And so we're constantly sort of like jumping back and forth, creating new things and then updating and maintaining the old ones. So I would say like this sprint, we've got 3 that like we're dipping into. So yeah. Now what I try to do is have it so that the team members only have to be like in 1 or 2 at the most, and then I as the lead have to like jump back and forth between them all. So like I'm hoping that they're not like quite as spread thin, but it's hard. I have too small of a team. I only have a 2-person team, not including me. So yeah, I do like, I need to fix that. Okay, so I never figure out like why isn't this working? Like try for each should return a result, right? Yeah, result is okay. So like this try for each should return a result. Yeah. I don't know. Like maybe oh, I need to not do that maybe. So unbounded send returns a result. With that, okay. Message text. It's just an enums, that's fine. To string returns that. Okay, so then we do sender. Yeah, this always like expected sender results. Oh, found this result. Try send error. Yeah, this like I'm not very good with like figuring out try for each. I'm gonna switch this back to just a for each. And then we're just gonna unwrap these. I need to learn this stuff a little bit better. And then we're gonna return okay like that. Now you, okay, closure requires unique access to self, but it's already borrowed. Second borrow occurs at 70. Oh, to get mute here. So can I? You wonder if there are courses on Java the language? Oh yeah, there's tons. Absolutely. A 3-person team would be perfect in my opinion. Maybe like 4 also could work too. But small teams are great. Large teams, I think, have a much higher chance of failing. Like failing to meet the requirements to like that the team is supposed to be solving. Okay, so we have this problem where we have this address here. Now, can I address implements clone, right? Select senders for each. Can I do something like let's get this address and then drop it? Let's see, like if I do like cloned address equals address, and then I want to drop address. Does that work? Then you're gonna be cloned address here. Okay, I want you to be cloned. And a reference here. No, okay, so it's the same problem. I was really hoping, like, what is address? It's this socket address. Go to socket address. Yeah, okay, so it implements copy and clone. I can try to drop the address, but that doesn't seem to work here. Because it's the entire closure needs that. Kays, hello. I am trying to make a deck of cards simulator. So far, what we have on the front end is this. So basically, we can head back to the beginning. We can create a room. I don't have a room code in there, so we'll create a great game. Oh, it's that's not working at all. Oh wait, you know why? Because like the server's down. But anyways, I can create a room. We can join it. I'm setting up chat messages back and forth. But the idea is that we're gonna have like a single deck of cards, and then everyone can share it and sort of like see what they have and like share those cards with each other. It's sort of like a play poker or whatever you want across Zoom. So this isn't working out too well. I want to try just like a typical for loop because that might be better for me. So we do for, I guess it can be for address in senders. Don't need to do that. We already have a reference to it. All right, so will this be a little bit better for us? Then let sender equals self.clients.get mute. And this is going to be our address. Unwrap you. In this case, I don't have to unwrap. I can just question mark. Wait, no, it's an option, isn't it? So I do want to unwrap you. So far, you're not unhappy. Then we have that. We want to now sender dot. Let's actually create our outgoing message. So that message. Oh, losing that. Stringified message equals, okay, so this is gonna be a message, text, insert a JSON to string message. Okay, so that gives us that, and then you need to be question marked. Then we can do our sender dot unbounded send the stringified message, question mark that too. Okay, I think this is gonna work a lot better than that. Then back to the main library. So we're gonna do a broadcast to room. Okay, so we're gonna do. We need to do this entire thing to grab the state out. So we're gonna do a state dot broadcast to room. Okay, we need the code. The code should be in our message. So incoming message dot room code, which is an option. So let's just unwrap that. And then I'll have to replace these with like actual error messages. Like we have that here, but like what? I want to like even better way to do that. And then this message, like what we're sending in. So this is going to be a outgoing message. So we want to do that mute outgoing message equals outgoing message. Okay, set that to the default. And let's go take a look at messages. Outgoing message. So we have the room code error, and then the message. So in this case, we kind of need to tell it what it is. So maybe like this is going to be just chat, right? It's like a chat message. And you're just an option, a string inside. I sort of feel that we can change this out a bit to be better. Like we can have like a data and like a type, and then based upon that, it will do different things. Yeah. Not gonna worry about it too much right this second. Function, so set chat message. Our message is going to be a string, and we're going to do stuff.chat message equals a sum message. Back into here, create that one. We're going to do outgoing message dot set chat message. This is going to be based upon our incoming message dot message. Yeah, I think it's just a message. You're that. Okay, so you're should unwrap you. Okay, and then we broadcast that to the room. And okay, you'll be that for each of those. Message. Oh, this needs to be a tungstenite. Let's see. Expected outgoing message, found reference, tungstenite message. Oh, right. This should be an outgoing message. That's what it is. Okay, so this server's up and running again. For our code here for handle messages coming in, I do console log what this message is. So we should actually see that in here now. So let's go ahead and reset our connection. Here are you. Okay, create a game. And here it is, chat message. That. So then we're gonna want chat messages in our state. Also, why did that kick us out? That's kind of weird. Room code got set to null. Room code, we need to like add that in. We need to set our room code to be my message dot set. Yeah, I think I want to probably want to refactor. Probably not even refactor, rewrite like our message system here, because I'm not super happy with this yet. We'll have to figure out what this is. Anyways, this is going to be a incoming message dot room code unwrap that. Clone you. Room code has a type option string, which does not implement copy trait. Well, that's fine. So I unwrap you to get at the. So you have an option string. So I unwrap you to get the string, and then I clone you. That should give me incoming. Yeah, I looks like I misspelled it everywhere. So if it's misspelled consistently, is that really misspelled? Oh. So I need to really just do this. No, that's weird. Oh, okay, hold on. Let's do this. That room code equals you happen here. I guess I'm not gonna clone you here. But I'm gonna get a reference to you. And then we're going to do a room code.clone at this point. And then this can be just the room code. And you don't need to be unwrapped. Okay. So back to you. Get a full refresh. Okay, you. Okay. It keeps us in here now again because our room code comes back in. We have no message and no error. But I think this changed. So we need to update when we get a message in, set message to display. Yeah, we need to make sure that if it's like null, we don't change it. Wolfie Dev, hello. How do I want to do this? Right now, so we have message equals that. Message to display is this. Okay, so if there's an error, get the message to error, message display. Okay, so we only want to commit. So if message to display, so if not this. Okay's 1943 subscribed with Prime sub. Thank you so much, K's 1943 for the subscription. How are things going? Things are going pretty well, I think. So far, it's it's not been too rough for this project. We're experimenting with multiplayer game development using WebSockets. And so we got a Rust server going on behind the scenes, and we're using a Vue.js front end for this. It's not like a huge action, like heavy animation game, so that's why we're using like a front end framework like Vue. But WebSocket seems to be pretty good so far. All right, so we're only going to commit if we have a message to display. WebSocket's your worst enemy. They take a little bit of getting used to, but I don't think they're too bad. All right, let's try this again. So hit refresh. We're gonna create a game. So there's our message there. Chat message is gonna be like hello. Hit chat. We don't kicked out. We don't get like a weird null, and chat message shows up there. So then next up is if there's a chat message, I want to add these into here. So we're gonna have chat messages. It's gonna be just an array of strings, let's say. So in message here, let's also get const chat message equals. I mean, really, I don't need to do this like entire const every time. We can just do if message dot chat message. So if you're truthy, then we want to commit to send you up. So we want so mutations, this is going to be an add chat message state and the message. We're going to do a view.set state messages. Okay, so before I even do that, we want to do a const messages equals state.chat messages messages.push message, and then chat messages gets overwritten with messages. Having to negotiate over HTTP just manages to make things more complex than it should. I know, but the benefits you get out of it is pretty amazing, at least in my opinion. Like that real-time communication, oh, it's so good. And then we recently experimented with server sent events, which is like the one directional WebSockets too. Those are pretty awesome too. Then we're gonna do a commit for add chat message, and we're gonna hand it the message.chat message. You know, I've never used gRPC. It's something every once in a while I think about playing around with, but then I usually end up with something else. I mean, I've heard of some people doing it, even on stream, but I've not like seen it. Okay, so let's reset here. In Vue, we have Vuex here. So I know this is tiny. I'm sorry, I can't make this any bigger, unfortunately. But here is our chat messages. It's an array of 0. I'm gonna create a room. Still 0. I'm gonna say hello. And chat messages now has hello in it. Um, you know a little bit of C++, but you're thinking, is it better to go on with C, C++, or should you start learning Rust? It's a personal preference, right? There's still not quite as many jobs in Rust, so if you're looking to get a job like right away, C, C++ might be better. But job hiring with Rust seems to be on the rise. So like by the time you learn Rust, maybe it will be better. So like, yeah, there's so many like, if it depends things in there. It's hard, like I don't know. I can't like give proper advice with that. Maybe if you can target a company you want to learn or work at, find out what they're looking to use and learn that. That's, you know, that's that. And if you just want to look cool, then yeah, go ahead and learn Rust. Although I think Go is the cool language right now for that. Okay, so we have this, and then finally, in our front end here, under chat, we're gonna want in between here, like the list of chat. So this is gonna be like the section class equals like the actual chat messages, which is gonna be a unordered list. What is it? OL? And then we'll have like list items for like thing. Oh, that's cool. It starts right at there in the middle. That's not what I wanted. I don't know how I want to like handle this. Oh, cool. My watch just told me it's 8:15. And it's not letting me turn off the alarm. Okay, it just froze. There we go. My watch is getting really old. I probably need to buy a new one. It's sad because like smartwatches, at least like the Android ones are like they get bad when they get really old. I think what Wolfie is saying is correct. If you learn a language, and you like learn enough of like the generic programming, like just programming through that language, you can take a lot of what you learned and apply it to any other language. And so really it then becomes, are you good at software development or are you good at like Rust? Are you good at C? If you're good at software development, then you can switch languages no problem constantly. And that's kind of what this entire industry is all about right now, is just like use whatever your job tells you that they want you to use. So if I want you to be like, I wonder if I'm going to want this to be like a different, how would I get this? Okay, let's say add in another thing here. So actually, you know what? It would be easiest here. We have li thing. What I'm going to do is we're going to create a computed property. Usually I like to put them in here. So computed property. And these are going to be the chat messages. We're just going to return this dot store dot state dot chat messages. Double check that I got that right. So in app room chat, Chat messages shows hello here. Okay, that's perfect. Then we're going to do a v4. Okay, so we're gonna get I guess like message index in chat messages. Then we need the key equals index, and you're gonna be the message. So now we have hello here, and I can add new messages. And they just show up there, and they're coming in. Like, these aren't being added as I hit enter. They're coming in from the WebSocket. So hopefully everybody should see this. We should actually double check that that's actually happening. So here I'm in rooms. I'm actually not displaying the room. We should also probably display the room somewhere. So this is 3871. Let's go ahead. Yeah, you go there. Localhost. Okay, so we're gonna join. Okay, interesting. We're gonna join 3871. Join with room code. So now we don't see these messages, but when I say, oh, hi there. Yeah, chat, oh, hi there, it shows up here and here. Yo. And now that shows up. Now let's say I create another room. Let's see. I want, how do I? There it goes. Okay, so I want that there. Nope. There we go. Localhost. So this is going to be create a new room. So this is in room 6819. And so if I say hi and chat, it receives this, but it doesn't receive over there at all. So perfect. Now rooms can talk with each other all they want, but the other rooms don't get it. So perfect. Yes, so the room code is being generated on the back end in Rust, and it's random. But we need a way to join the rooms. That's what that is choosing that. Now, right now, I'm just having the room code be a 4-digit number. And the reason for that is I'm not expecting this to blow up in popularity. So I think that should be enough to just keep people in. And also, like Zoom, I am not planning for Zoom bombing. So people can totally just join a room just by having the room ID. Well, that's if it's random, but if people share that code out, people can probably guess. And it's if people were able to guess Zoom meetings, they're gonna be able to guess this not too bad. And it is just a single instance in the modem. If I come back and I hit create game again, it's a new one altogether. UUID, so the big reason is because I want this to be very similar to the Jackbox games, where you can then send this over Slack to somebody and say, hey, I would like you, I guess Slack is wrong, send it over a Zoom chat. I want you to join this room. So they enter that in. If I need to, I'll add some letters, but I'm gonna try to keep it as small as possible. So something we haven't been doing, we've actually done pretty good at this. So we are sending messages to everyone else, and we're displaying the messages, and we cannot send the messages. So all 3 things we wanted to do are done. You'd argue the invite links are the way that this should be done. I know, but the problem with invite links, well, okay, I can't say that there's a problem for this. That being said, something like Discord is great because it's like long living, right? Like that server is there for, well, as long as I want to keep that up. For this game, the game's going to be over and done after an hour or two. And then we can probably delete the room and it's going to be gone. And I want people to be able to join via mobile or their web browser. So invite links can be a little bit like, yeah, it would actually work because like they could just send this entire link, right? And just like, okay, there you go, put that in there. Yeah, like my current model is off of Jackbox Games. That's my current assumption, is that that's going to be the easiest way for people to use this. And then what I'm going to do is this pushes this entire thing down. Just, I guess, fine. But like, look, the main game is like staying up there. Oh, that's fun. So I'm going to wait until it's no longer a problem, until it's like approved to be a problem. So I'm going to do this in like a very lean manufacturing way, and to sort of like experiment, find out what the actual problem is, and then figure that out from there. All right, so we have our chat coming in now. We can do a little bit of styling with this. Now I think we can make this have a scroll in it and overflow, but it's been so long since I've tested these things. So I want, so with this entire section, can I say that we have the overflow scroll? Yeah, look at that. So now we get this for free. So that's on the entire section class. This is the back end. I want the front end. Okay, so this is all of chat. So this here's chat. We want an overflow scroll. Okay. So when we have enough things in here, we now scroll. Like we have scroll and we don't have scroll at the same time. How about the other one? Okay, this is kind of weird. But let's try this again. So like test. Look at that. It's like dropping it down further in here. Like everything's being dropped down further. It's almost like I need a max height. Of chat. So in room, we have chat. We need okay, so we have a height of like, let's try like 80 view height. Oh, ooh, okay. I need the scroll not on scroll on chat. I need it on chat messages. That's where. So chat messages. That's where we're going to put overflow scroll. There we go. Now we add more and go like that. Kays, thank you once again for the subscription, and thanks for hanging out with us. So, okay, now we get proper like scroll bar with this. So we're gonna add more, and those are at the bottom. Okay, so there's that. let's add in like a little bit of a border beneath this. So that's going to be our section title. Let's give this a class of title. Title, and we're going to have a border bottom of like 3 pixels, solid, light gray. Okay, that's looking good. Now, as I add these, I kind of want our scroll to like be at the bottom. So we have to make the decision. Where do I want them? What order do I want them to be? Almost everything that I know, scroll stays at the bottom here. So when a message comes in, we want to update our scroll position to the bottom. How do I do that? There's the manual way of doing it. I can grab this scroll and go down. Yeah, I can hide the horizontal bar somehow. I don't remember a lot of this stuff. Of course, like, hold on. Let's do a really long chat message. Okay, it wraps properly. I wasn't sure if it was gonna wrap or not. So that's good. Let's also give ourselves maybe a little bit of so we have a chat messages, overflow scroll. For each of the chat messages, so it's gonna be like chat messages li. Actually, I think we can just do li in here. So list item, I want to have like a little tiny bit of a margin. Let's do like 0.5 rem. That makes it a little bit cleaner. Change the overflow Y scroll. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Overflow Y. There that goes. Okay, so now we only have here. Then scroll bar. I don't know how to do that. I would have to like grab this and like scroll. So I'd have to do like actual, I probably have to do actual like DOM manipulation for that, which sucks. Something else I haven't looked at. Look at MWC. Okay, so here's our. Is there a list? Oh, there is a list. Oh, didn't. Okay. Wait, let's. I think they have a demo. Sandbox demo. Didn't even look it up. Your memory is better than your thought. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's been so long since I've worked in C in like CSS stuff. I keep on forgetting all these things. I have a team member on my team at work who is a master at CSS. So like just I've now gotten lazy because he just does all the stuff before, like, and I don't have to think about it. Will this automatically switch over when it starts? I guess so. This has never happened to me before for this project, which means to me that more people are looking at it than I thought. Well, this is too bad. I kind of was expecting us to just go here and like really quickly look at their demo. Okay, so what are we thinking? Like right now, it's not too terribly bad. What are our options? It's like scroll. People who spend that much time to become proficient in CSS are masochists. Change your mind. They also want money. There's a lot of money in being very good at design and CSS. And if you can do CSS really well and JavaScript, you will win out every job from somebody who can't do CSS. So eventually, the number of people who know CSS and JavaScript will outnumber, like, will be enough that it will stop you from getting a job. So that is the reason to learn it. Like scroll to bottom web page. Sure, here we go. Stack Overflow. Never. Let's see. This is a question from 8 years ago. Yeah, so we have to do DOM manipulation on this. But actually, I don't think it's going to be that bad because we just do a Windows scroll to... Target the eggman that scrolls and use its scroll height instead. Windows scroll to 0 document. So we could try something like this. It's things are moving towards the web. They have been for a long time, and I think they're going to continue to. WebAssembly is just going to make things even more web. I think it's actually going to do the opposite that a lot of people want it to be. It's going to be like more applications are going to be built for the web. Because now you can spend other languages to do that stuff. That still means CSS is going to be king. So in chat here, if I want to like scroll to the bottom, did you load up yet? No, you just gateway timed out. Cool. Maybe they deployed and broke it. That's also a possibility. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I think I did. I don't know which. Like I responded twice. But the last thing I said was I think that things are moving towards the web more and more. I think WebAssembly is going to do the opposite what a lot of people think, and it's going to make things more towards the web, like more often, faster, because WebAssembly allows you to use so many languages to go to the web. That means CSS is going to become even more important because I'm not seeing like a CSS assembly, not seeing like a style assembly for like styling. I'm seeing assembly for JavaScript. Yeah, I mean, so you're not going to use JavaScript. It's still going to style it. That's the thing, is like that part is not going away until they replace that, which that doesn't look like they're doing at all. Okay, so I'm not gonna worry about the styling. I'm just gonna see this. I think this point of time, looking at what we have here, this isn't too bad. It allows us to sort of like see what we have. If I wanted to make it really easy to view which one, let's not worry about this right now. I want to get feedback on like the chat part. So I'm just gonna leave that alone, and that would be sort of like the lean, get feedback, ship whatever, and then see whether or not this is like what they want to change, even if they want a chat section. Also, chat r stars is probably not correct. Just a thought. Okay, so that's cool. This could probably go down to 90. It's like 90. So nice. I don't know if that's true for WebAssembly. The theory between WebAssembly is that it doesn't need a layer of interpretation. Now WebAssembly is still very young, so things are going to change a lot. But yeah, let's plan tomorrow out. And by tomorrow I mean Sunday, because tomorrow is Saturday and there's not going to be a stream on Saturday. I go hiking usually, so do things like not look at a computer all morning. You could just attach a WebGL. Well, and I think that's going to happen for most of the stuff, but usually you need a sales page to like sell your game or whatever it is. That's going to need CSS, unless you're going to like do everything in that. Okay, so what are we doing here? We have chat. Now that we know that we're in the right room and that we're in there, I think at this point we need to like create the deck of cards. We need to create the deck of cards and probably like show that in the center. So I think that's what we're gonna do, is like create and show the deck of cards. After we create and show the deck of cards, I want to be able to take a card. So like take a card. And then once we're taking card, like display, I guess like take card would be like take a card and see it. And then see the cards my fellow players have. Yeah, so then we're gonna have like a deck of cards here. We click take or something, and then we'll have our card here, and then other players will show up in the corners, and we'll be able to like see what they have. Now, eventually we want to make it so we can't see what they have, but they can click to show us what they have. And then we're gonna have to figure out like art for all of this stuff. Does anybody know, is there any like free open source art for cards? For like playing cards? Playing cards. PNG. OSS, open source. What is it? GNU? Ooh. Playing card assets. What is our license? Oh, MIT license. Okay. What? Google code? Huh. Okay, cool. Oh, we can get SVG cards? This is perfect. Well, look at that. An SVG. Okay, this works. Now I like how they have instructions for how to make it, but it looks like they just have them all right here. So it looks like I can just download these. Oh, these look really nice. Now, okay, wait, is there a back of cards? Oh, there's also simple. Oh, okay. I don't know which one I want. Is there a back of the cards? Oh. No, I don't see anything about back. And PNG is about the same thing. So, oh wait, back. Oh. Here we go. Here's the back. That's in, they only have the back in PNG. I wonder if I have to build it. So they have a make file. Like I'm kind of like out. Why do they have a make file for this project? I don't really understand it. Is it just for renaming them? I guess like I don't really understand. They have all the assets here. Like every asset is here. So I'm not going to think about it too much. I'll probably be using this. Just make sure I don't. Yeah, back doesn't exist in here, but that's going to be fine. We can either create our own back or we'll just use the one from PNG. And we can convert the PNG to an SVG too. SVGs are really nice for web because they're really small and we can resize it and like it's like you don't have to think about anything. It just works. I can also change the colors of it too if I want to, which I probably don't need to. But all right, this is going to be great. So I'm going to actually take this and we're going to see create and show the deck of cards. And throw this right in there as notes. You've been using a build system called WAF lately. You've been credit enjoying it. It's nice to work with. WAF, I've never heard of WAF. Build system. The meta build system. I just been using the build system from whatever system it is. Okay, so it requires Python. Okay. Does it interesting. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna use it ever. Like so far with Rust projects and Node projects, it's super easy. But they have like build systems sort of like brought in, so it's nice. Now, if I need to do like C, yeah, I'd probably want something like this. Kind of reminds you of Gradle. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Well, it is almost 9 o'clock. That means it's time for me to head off to work. It is Friday, so what I'm gonna do. Let's go ahead and bring it all down to a close.